everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Veach season. Brett Veach is still in Ibiza, which means that we're still guest hosting this damn podcast for you guys until old boy gets back on U.S. soil. But word has it that he may have that his visa legibility may be in question, because he may have said some things against the government while he was out of the country and gotten the Bruce Springsteen treatment. And now they may not let him back stateside in time for the season to begin, because he exercised his right to free speech, just as we are doing right now. Kramer Sansone, my man, my buddy, my pal. Happy Wednesday evening here in Chiefs Kingdom. How you doing today, buddy?
Great. Fantastic, I want to say. Yeah, you look like you have tanned.
I tell you what, buddy.
Dude, you look like you are glowing right now.
Last 2 days here. And well, thank you, first of all. And you are as beautiful of a son of a bitch as you've ever been.
I'm blending into the wall behind me, buddy.
You are my own personal Edward Cullen. You sparkle in my eyes like diamonds in the sunlight, buddy.
Appreciate you, man, as always.
That being said, I did spend 5 hours in 103-degree heat at the pool.
Hey, looking good.
In Florida. It's been over 100 degrees like every day the last week. Effing miserable if you're not in the pool, so that you just have to be in the pool like 24/7. But I had me and my 4-year-old and then 2 of my buddies' kids at the pool for 5 hours yesterday, just like reapplying sunscreen to these children every 5 minutes, just trying to like get them out of the pool and spray them down with sunscreen so I don't have like crying babies to deal with all night long.
We haven't seen the sun since Thursday of last week, so it's been disgusting and rainy here.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so damn jealous, dude. I'm so damn jealous. It is hot as balls. We are like,
I wish it was hot. I wish summer was here.
We are 3 inches from the goddamn sun, and it's not even summertime yet here in Florida. It is insane, and I'm taking my son to Legoland tomorrow, so I'll be outside again in the heat. Yeah, I'm super stoked. We're super stoked. We're just doing a day trip. We're driving up there. It's about 90 minutes from our house, and we're gonna spend all day riding roller coasters. And
I'm jealous.
And like the cool. If you've ever been to like the actual Legoland theme park in Florida, it's my favorite theme park in Florida. And part of it was because when I grew up, I was a kid, I always wanted to go there, and I never got to go there
because of Legos.
I love Legos so much, right?
Same. Yeah,
but it's like it's a full-on theme park, just full of rides and everything else, like you would imagine any other theme park is. But the cool part is that as soon as you walk in, there's this room that's like has like the history of Lego, and then there's like these like kind of like things you can do in there. But one of the things you can do is every day there's like they're like a wall, and they like this bucket of blue like brick pieces, and it's basically like, what can you build out of 7 bricks? Build it, name your sculpture, put it up here on this ledge for everybody to see for the day. At the end of the day, they take them all down, and the next day somebody can go back and start rebuilding them again. It's like all the different combinations that you can build with 7 bricks. And then you turn the corner of this other part of the room, and there's this massive glass case that's just a wall of minifigures, right? Of Lego minifigures. Sweet. And any Lego minifigure, there's a person standing there, and you can walk up with any Lego minifigure you own and tell the person, I want to trade this minifigure for that minifigure. You can swap out.
Oh, trade some minifigs.
Yeah, you can trade any minifig for the minifig in the case. And so whenever we go up there, we get like a bag of like 10 minifigs just so we can just switch them out and just have fun trading minifigs. And then the other cool thing is when you're going around the park, every staff member in the park has a minifig attached to their name tag. And any staff member you can walk up to and say, hey, I want to trade you minifigs. And they have to trade their minifig with you.
Oh, sweet.
It's super sweet. So like you can just go up there with like just a shit ton of minifigs and just like walk out with like a new haul of minifigs. And then, like
I need to go to Legoland, just experience it. That'd be sweet.
It's just fun, right? Like they're not like the crazy coolest, like most rare minifigs or anything like that. But like if you're a kid and you just like any adult,
that shit up.
Hey, let's trade minifigs, or like I can walk with this huge case of minifigs and be like, I want to trade this one for that one, and just pick the one that I want.
I wish Lego and the NFL would partner once. I don't think they even partnered beforehand. They need to partner because for a fact so many people will be buying that up left and right. So always that pixel stuff that's out right now.
Did you ever see the back in the day they had the partnership with the NBA.
Yeah, no, I actually got a lot of the NBA stuff.
Those ones were dope, and like you could shoot the basketballs with the players and stuff. Yeah.
Mine still works. I literally have it in a box somewhere over here.
Yeah, no, like the NBA Legos were awesome. Like they should still make those. But yeah, 100% NFL Legos. Like
But I would also be so poor. I'm already
it'd be
poor, but I'd be buying them
so
more.
cool if you could get like a quarterback minifig with like a spring action arm to like
Oh
throw
yeah.
right? Like that'd be so cool. Or you can even like lean into like make it like comic booky futuristic, right? Like give Patrick Mahomes like a stud shooter arm, right? And like he shoots like a football out of it.
Did you ever play magnetic football?
I did play magnetic
Same.
football.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what was going on, but I always loved setting it up at that time and hitting the button.
I loved it. Yeah, I love magnetic football. Back in the day, there was like a when I was a kid, there was a collectible card game, like Magic the Gathering kind of card game. It was called Monsters of the Gridiron. No, sorry, not Monsters of the Gridiron. It was called something else of the Gridiron. Legends of the Gridiron, maybe. Because Monsters of the Gridiron used to be these little trading cards you would get at 7-Eleven at Halloween time, and it'd be like Derek Thomas dressed up like a werewolf. And it was called Monsters of the Gridiron.
Okay.
Superstars dressed up in these like elaborate, like whatever their nickname was. Like Eric, like who was it? Like there was it Eric Dickerson? Was he Eric the Red? Somebody whose name was Eric and played for the Cardinals was nicknamed Eric the Red, and so he was dressed up like a Viking, like a all red Viking, and like they always had like all these like crazy like elaborate costumes. Hold on, let me find a Monsters of the Gridiron picture to show you, because if I'm not even doing these things justice, but when we used to look forward to these trading cards coming out at freaking 7-Eleven every single year. But they had a Derek Thomas one that was like the greatest thing in the world.
That was basically the chase. You wanted to get that DT card.
Yeah, he had the DT Attack Cat. That's what his was on. I'll show this. If you're not watching this on YouTube, you're missing out on seeing these retro Monster of the Gridiron photos here on Veach season, baby. But let me go ahead and just get this old bad boy. I literally just found this on eBay in 2 seconds. So it's the magic of sports entertainment. And so,
oh, I see it. That thing looks gnarly.
So,
dude, that looks sick.
So like that was Derek Thomas's. That was Shane Conlon, the Barbarian, Marco Coleman, Cobra, Chester McLaughlin, the Renegade Raider. I had this one. I had all of these ones actually. Yeah, Marshall Falk was the missile. Marshall Falk was like my favorite player when I was a kid. So.
That was sweet looking one.
Yeah, I had that one. Pat Swilling was chilling. Sean Jones was Ghost. Ray Childress was Scarecrow, and they had like different years every single year. So let's see here. They had these other ones here. It's another one of these different ones. Now this is another season of them. So you're telling me, Runaway Train. I had this John Randall one of Runaway Train. I had all these ones too. Bruce Armstrong, Bernardo Turnbull is Raging, Neil O'Donnell, Knight Raider. Yeah, Randall Cunningham was Rocket Man. Ronnie Lott, the Rattler. That's so sick.
That's so gnarly, dude.
So sick, dude. Yeah, Junior Seau, Stealth. Tom Rathman was Psycho, and then Cortez Kennedy was T-Rex. These cards were awesome, dude. When I was a kid, like this was the shit that I just like. I lived for these freaking cards.
It's like Garbage Pail Kids, but for football.
Exactly, it's exactly what it was. And I wasn't allowed to have Garbage Pail Kids, but I was allowed to have these. So
wait, why aren't you allowed to have Garbage Pail Kids? Is there some controversy behind the kids?
Yeah, there's a huge controversy behind the kids, Kramer. They were aborted babies, allegedly. No, I don't know. What possible controversy could there be in the United States of America behind a counterculture trading cards of aborted fetuses? Or why do you think they're called Garbage Pail? They weren't aborted. They were like the babies that you like had and then threw in the trash can, right? That's why they're called Garbage Pail Kids.
I did not. Dude, I just learned something today. Are you serious?
Yeah, and like they were super popular, and I wanted to have them. My mom was like, "No, you can't have those because they're not appropriate for your age."
So you're telling me if I go buy a box of, they still make them, they still sell them. Heck, they did baseball variants of them last year. Baseball players.
Listen, I think they're sick as hell. I think they're super punk rock. I love them, but they when they came out, they were especially controversial.
Really, that's the people.
Listen, dude,
Garbage Pail Kids.
and this is the 80s. Like everything was controversial. This is America. Everything's controversial. Dungeons and Dragons was so controversial. Like 60 Minutes did like a whole special on how it was making kids Satan worshipers who wanted to kill their families. Like
no,
legit.
God dang, that's wild. People just don't know how to have an imagination or play games.
Oh no, you're not allowed to have any imagination to play games.
So Garbage Pail Kids sounds like, the Garbage Pail to me sounds like your lunchbox, and that seems like you're doing your blue collar, getting to work type shit done.
Yeah, no.
How is that? How did they get from my mind of thinking that's what that meant to that? I'm guessing you're right.
Back then, Garbage Pail meant trash can. Garbage pail. It's a trash can. That's
the generational gaps of words and lingo and jargon is so wild. And
that's the beautiful thing about language, though, is language is not stagnant. It's ever evolving, and words that mean one thing will mean something.
That's good.
Else, right? Like 50 years ago, a mouse was just a mouse, and now a mouse is a rodent, and it's this thing that moves the cursor around on my computer screen. You know what I mean? Like there's like everything, like cool once only meant cold, and not something was really nice and awesome. You know what I mean? And so like words have different meanings. Alien at one point did not mean an extraterrestrial. It meant somebody from another country. And then
now
it means both.
Yeah.
And especially in this country.
The world's healing.
Yeah, the world's healing. Yeah, no. So welcome to this episode.
Beach season, baby. Let's go.
Beach season, baby. Get this shit off the rails as far as possible. Like John Randall, Runaway Train, Never Coming Back, Runaway on a One-Way Track. You know that song? Runaway Train, Never Coming Back.
Yeah.
Runaway on a one-way track. See, okay, so our generational divide is not that large, Kramer. You at least know some of the songs.
The reason why I know that song is because Dee sings it in one of the episodes of Always Sunny.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yep.
At least you were gonna say like, oh, it's like the song that my parents got married to, like their wedding or something.
That's wild. I wasn't alive for that.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm glad you weren't alive for that. Yeah. I mean, if you were alive for your parents' wedding, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. No.
This is in the 1950s. My son was not alive for me and my wife's wedding. Well, he was alive, but my son was not birthed yet for me and my wife's wedding. He was very much though in utero for our wedding, and so I had to. It was a shotgun wedding. Had to make an honest woman out of her. I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
Well, you've been dating a girl for 5 years, and then COVID hits, and then when you're already engaged, and then you get pregnant, and then you're already planning a wedding, and then you get her pregnant. That shotgun wedding just has to happen. I mean, thank God. I mean, it's not like we weren't already planning our lives together or something.
Hey, we got less than 4 months for me before I get officially off the market, which cannot wait. I'm already off the market clearly, but
yeah, you're already off the market, but like until you're like
it's for good
until you take her last name, and
no. Sorry, that does not fly in this household.
Oh really?
Let's just pump the brakes on that one, Rocky.
So do we want to open?
No, she can't. She actually can't wait to take my last name.
What's her last name?
Davis.
So see, like my wife's last name was Smith, and so she was like, "Yeah, I'll take your last name because like
exactly, exactly,
5 billion Smiths in the world," and I'm
get it.
I'm cool with not being a Smith.
Yeah, I'm cool with not being a Davis. So
I was like, I was like, you don't have to be a Magaña though. When we got married, I was like, you don't have to be a Magaña. I was like, we could just choose our own last name and just both take a new last name. And just have that be like our family last name, and then we get to like choose the name, like fuck yeah, Bloodhawks. Like, what's your name? Emily. Fuck yeah, Bloodhawk. I'm like, oh, cool. That's a really cool sounding name.
That's oh man, that's just she can't wait to actually take my last name, so it's good.
That's good. I'm happy for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, that brings us to my favorite part of the show. 15 minutes in. You know what that means, Kramer. It's time for What's Hot with Krame Dog.
So over the weekend, Savannah Bananas were in town, and yeah, I went to and watched it on Friday night. It was sick. Got to see Hosmer come to bat, and he struck out because he walked out. What rule of Banana Ball is you can't step out of the box. He, not knowing Banana Ball rules, stepped out of the box, was called out in strike 3. We saw Mike Moustakas come in there and ground it out. Not good. Alex Gordon came in at the Golden Bat rule, struck out. Like, what's going on? Okay, so the Royals bats in person right now, like regular season wise, bats suck. Even the old guys right now, bats suck. Fun thing was Eric Hosmer did pitch one at batter, struck the guy out. I believe that's what it was. But yeah, no, it was super entertaining, super fantastic. If you know what Banana Ball is, it's basically baseball and wrestling mashed to one, and it's just a pure entertainment. It's hard to follow, and it's easy to enjoy.
It's like if the Harlem Globetrotters played baseball.
Exactly.
Right? And it's awesome, man.
It was sold out.
Did they play at the K, or where'd they play
at the K? At Kauffman.
Wow, they sold out the K.
Yeah, they sold out at the K. It was so magical.
They have a good thing going there in Savannah, don't they?
And the first out of the game, a fan caught it, which out. If it's a clean catch, it's an out. That happened night 1. Night 2, the exact same thing happened. And we're also, I guess, in history books because that night 2 game, there was 4 fan outs. And that's the most in ever history of Banana Ball.
That's because people in Kansas
City defense,
baseball. Yeah, we know defense. And
Alex Gordon has always been gold gloving out there.
I know. Yeah, we know how to catch a baseball in the city of Kansas City. Wow, that is awesome, Krame. I'm jealous that you got to go see Banana Ball in person.
You should see it sometime.
Honest to God, I probably should. It's a 6-hour drive to Savannah from my house.
Well, you could have went to Tampa. When they're in Tampa, you live there. You could have went to the actual Raymond James and watched it there.
I could.
I watched on YouTube. That game was sick.
Yeah, I probably should have. I just got to get out of the mindset of being a dad with babies and being a dad with little kids that can actually go to things now.
Hey,
it's a shift in the mindset. Like my youngest is now almost he'll be
Legoland
in a couple of weeks, right? Yeah, and so Legoland. But I took my son fishing for the first time. I'm steadily starting the experiences, and so now
nice.
We got to
put that on the list.
Take my kid to the sporting events. The only sporting event my son has been to so far is Monster Jam, which was pretty awesome. So,
that should be a staple for you guys.
Yeah, that should be. I mean,
he's gonna drive Gravedigger someday.
Yeah, especially if he's gonna drive Gravedigger. He has to be a staple in our household. And so for my youngest, I mean, WrestleMania is gonna have to be a staple too because I swear to God, the kid's gonna.
Hey, they were just in Tampa. Why aren't you there?
He's only 1.5. He's a little young. So give him a couple of years and I'll get him in there.
Yeah, no, they'll never not be in Tampa. So.
Yeah, they'll never not be in Tampa because they're based like 90 minutes down the road in Orlando.
Yep. Let me tell you something, brother.
That's awesome. All right. So yesterday was Memorial Day here in the United States of America. Did you have a good Memorial Day, Krame?
I did. It was enjoyable.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Hung around the house. It was raining all day. Tried grilling out on our balcony, which we shouldn't have been doing that. The fire didn't go, so we just pulled out the George Foreman and grilled on that.
Love the George Foreman. All the flavor, none of the fat.
Yep, came in clutch. Watch The Sopranos, and we're just chilling.
That's awesome. Well, here at Veach Season, we like to take a moment and thank everybody who gave their lives for our country.
Amen.
For Memorial Day, the people who died overseas, died back home, died as a result of the things that they experienced years later. It doesn't matter in our eyes. I've shared this a few times on the program. My buddy Aaron Stafus, who served his country in Iraq on multiple tours, came home, left when he was just a kid right after high school, came back and brought the war home with him, and it never left him until the day that he chose to have it leave him. And every single Memorial Day, I think about my buddy and how much I love him and how much I miss him. and how much I'm grateful for the sacrifice that he did make for this country, but also how sad I am that that sacrifice ultimately, even if it was years after he came home, took my friend away from me. And so it's serious. It's a fun day for barbecuing out and having a good time. I spent 5 hours at the pool with my kids, had a great time, but also I want to take the moment to remember the people that that's affected and the people whose lives were irrevocably changed for our country. And to think that as we're in a time in this country where things are a little up in the air, no matter what political spectrum you're on, you think things are up in the air right now.
Good point.
And just to say that our friends and our brothers gave their lives so that we could have a better nation, and now it's up to us to make our country a place where everybody's welcome, and that's and for the country that they fought. Make our country the country that they fought for. And so that's all I'm going to say about it, because it's a sports podcast, not a political podcast. But at the same time, with things going on in the world that are going on in the world, I want to be on the right side of history, Kramer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
So,
if it wasn't for the people that passed away, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing now. So thank you.
Yep, 100%. We wouldn't have the freedom to get on here and make jackasses of ourselves every week.
Like, it's very true.
It
doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't take much. But our friends and our forefathers and the men and women who are serving in the military right now gave their lives so that we could be here on this microphone acting like complete unhinged assholes on a weekly basis. And for that, I'm forever thankful. And so, all that being said,
God, we haven't been canceled again.
Yeah, we haven't been canceled yet. Who knows what the hell's going to happen, though? The night is still young, Kramer, and we have yet to even talk. We are 20 minutes in, and we have not even mentioned the fact that this episode, everybody, like, this is what a great host I am. We are 20 minutes into this episode, and I have not even mentioned that this specific episode that you guys are currently listening to is our Olympic flag football extravaganza episode, where we will be talking solely and primarily about Olympic flag football and how it relates to the Kansas City Chiefs in this episode. From this moment forward, also, there'll be a few more tangents, I'm sure, where we'll get off track and talk about some stupid shit. But the idea and the intent is to talk about Olympic flag football from this moment forward. Kramer, Are you ready? Are you ready to dive in?
But unfortunately, no one gave us 5-star reviews, Rocky, so we have to shine a little bit of light on that.
Okay. So before we get into Olympic flag, shame on you, assholes!
Yeah,
not giving us a 5-star review and not leaving us anything that you can make us read online that's not racist. Like, that's the rule. Just don't be racist, and we'll read anything that we'll read anything that you want to put up there. Larry did not give us a poem for this week as well, but it's a holiday weekend. We gotta give Larry. We got to let Larry take his government holidays off and not make it. We don't make our voluntary poet laureates work holidays here at Veach season. He doesn't get paid enough, as in nothing, to for the work that he does for us. So Larry, we hope you had a great holiday, buddy, and we look forward to your next beautiful installment of your poet laureate series here on Veach season. Okay. Now we got all that out of the way. It's time for our Olympic flag football extravaganza. Okay. Here's what you guys need to know about flag football and the Olympics, Kramer, right? Like,
all right, what's the basics?
It's the basics of flag football that you know and you kind of grew up with a little bit with some modifications.
So we're tugging on some strings?
Tugging on some strings. You're not tackling people. You're pulling the flags. 2 vinyl flags. You got to pull one to tackle.
If you pull the flag, you don't want to pull anything that's hanging there like Chris Jones.
Pull the flag. Don't pull the donkey. You know what I mean?
You're right. Not the tree trunk. You got to get the flag.
Yeah, don't get the sopressata hanging between Chris Jones's legs. Get the flimsy flag. The thing that resembles.
All right, so that stops the play if someone has the ball, correct?
Yep, that stops the play. But before we get to that, the team is made up of 12 players.
Just 12?
5 players. Just 12. 5 players on a field at a time for either team. whether it's offense or defense. So when you're on
Interesting.
offense,
So it's like
5
hockey.
players on the field. Yep, 5 players on the field. Defense, 5 players on the field. You could switch the players, right, and sub players in and out.
Okay.
And so a lot of teams have like 6 defensive players, 6 offensive players, right? You're going to have somebody who's going to be the quarterback.
Ooh, I think I got a good quarterback in mind.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh no, I wouldn't even think about him. I'm thinking about a better one for flag football reasons.
No, I don't want to hear it. There's no. We'll get to that in a minute. Hold your damn horses, Kramer Sansone.
Okay.
Or Sansone, Kramer Sansone.
My Italianism coming out.
Italianism coming out, and did your mom ever call you a Scustamod growing up?
No. The Italian stopped after the last name got put on, basically, in the household because we got rid of that Italian guy left when I was like 3 or before that, maybe. Yeah.
Got it. So on my wife's side of the family, they're all very Italian, and there's an Italian American word called a Scustamod.
Wait. She's super Italian, but her last name's Smith.
Yeah, so because her mom married
Gotcha.
a Smith.
Gotcha.
Right? Her mom's maiden name was Parada.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Super Italian. My mom's grandfather was born in New York City, and his dad was born in Sicily, kind of thing, right? And so, or Napoli, not Sicily, Napoli. I think Napoli. I don't know, somewhere in that area. But anyway, and so like my wife's mother always would say to like my wife, like, stop being a Scustamod. And my wife will say that to my kids, like, you're being such a Scustamod right now. And a Scustamod it's actually an American Italian word. Like it's an Italian word that originates in America. And it literally is like an endearing and loving way to tell your children stop being an asshole.
I heard like, a lot of "damn it, Kramer" growing up. Maybe
it's like telling your kid don't be an asshole, but saying it in such a loving way that like it's not offensive.
Gotcha.
Like, oh, you're being such a Scustamod right now. And so
can't say I've had that been said to me till now.
So my son, my wife says it to my son pretty frequently. Tells him to stop being a Scustamod. And so that's what pops in my head whenever I think of Italian is food and Scustamod. Don't be a Scustamod. But anyway, flag football originated with American soldiers in World War II who brought the game back home with them. Fort Meade in Maryland is said to have hosted the very first game of flag football, interestingly enough.
Nice.
But yes, so 5 players on either side, 2 20-minute halves with a halftime. The way the downs work is there is only 1 first down at midfield. So you get the ball there's no kickoffs. You get the ball. You have four downs to get to midfield. If you don't get to midfield, then it's a turnover on downs. If you get to midfield, then you get another 4 downs and you get to score a touchdown. No running plays within 5 yards of the end zone.
Okay.
Like football field is 70 yards long by 25 yards wide, including 2 10-yard end zones. And then after a touchdown is worth 6, and then you can go for an extra point by running or passing from the 5-yard line, or 2 extra points, or a 2-point conversion if you try from the 10-yard line. So that's kind of the basics of flag football right there, right? And so it's not, other than that, it's pretty similar to the game that you know and love. It's just basically
just no tackling.
Passing. Yeah, no tackling. It's all passing and catching, right?
Yep.
And there are running plays, but they're
few
not
and far between.
Yeah, they're not as prevalent. But anyway, so it's looking like in 2028 this is going to be an Olympic sport in the Olympics in Los Angeles. And so that since that is the case, that's why we were having this Olympic flag football extravaganza episode in preparation of it, to get people excited for football finally being named in the Olympics. Amen. Would I like to have seen tackle football? Yeah, because they already have rugby in the Olympics. Why not have tackle football?
Because right? I think it's because we have a clear competitive advantage by landslide.
We need to pick 5 sports in every Olympics. The host country gets to pick 5 sports.
So then why don't we pick football then?
That's what I'm saying. We picked flag football. Why didn't we pick tackle football?
That will be the next time it comes around. Let's just bet on that. So I think flag
bet on,
football might be here to stay for good.
I hope so. I hope it becomes a global game. It's easy enough, and because it's flag football, like you don't have to have like the same size advantage that you have to have in like blocking and in the trenches and stuff of regular football, right? Like you see a country like Japan theoretically being a pretty good
slicing and dicing.
Yeah, slicing and you want slicers and dicers. That's like you don't want Jerome Bettis on your flag football team.
Yeah, he wouldn't be your go-to. No, I wouldn't draft him. Now, if it was street football, yeah, I'd go for it. But yeah, this isn't street either. No, why didn't we have street football be the thing? That should have been our.
Why aren't we playing tackle football on concrete? Right, 5-on-5.
Dude, I used to practice baseball on concrete
in a brick alleyway with asphalt underneath. And you have metal trash cans that you can like DDT people.
Yeah, like street football on the GameCube.
Yeah, just NFL Street, baby.
Exactly.
100%. But anyway, so now we've covered the flag football rules. I thought it'd be fun if we did a couple of things here today, Krame. First being, let's each draft. How about we do this? How about we each draft our own 12-person flag football team?
I'd be down. I've been scouting.
And then we'll let the listeners decide whose team they think.
I'm definitely drafting the best team.
Okay, and so are we both drafting Team USA? Is that what we're gonna say, right? Like, are you? Are we doing international teams where like you're gonna like pull out some rugby player from American Samoa?
I think. And let's just pick the guys that would make the best sense for a flag football team. We'll go
regardless of sport.
Regardless of sport, you can pick any sport.
So, like, if I wanted to pick The Rock, I could pick The Rock.
If you think he would help you win a flag football game, then pick The Rock. I don't think The Rock's going to let you win a flag football game.
I could pick Johnny Knoxville.
Is he going to win you a flag football game?
No, he wouldn't. He's like 60 years old.
then I would just pick along guys that will help you win a flag football game. Then.
Okay.
All right, Dwayne The Rock Johnson would be interesting because he's a former football player, but he was on the defensive side.
Okay, so how are we going to do this here? How are we going to decide who gets to draft first?
I'll let you do it. You're older.
Oh, that's offensive. How about we?
That's offensive. What do you mean?
Let's flip a coin. You young, greedy, arrogant son of a bitch.
I just know my team's gonna be good because I have a secret weapon.
All right, here we go. You ready? Do you want heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
All right, tails never fails. All right, I'm flipping it right now. Do you want me to show it on the screen or do you trust
I think you should. I trust you, but I think you still show it on the screen.
All right, so here we go. Share screen. Window. All right.
To the walls.
Here we go. All right, let's flip it. Tails never fails, buddy.
Tails never fails.
All right, you got first pick in the first ever Olympic flag football.
Are we? If the season were to start tomorrow, is that how we're drafting it?
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that you have to pick it for 2028.
Okay, for 2028. All right, I'm a Justin Jefferson.
That's when it's going to occur. All right,
Justin
you're doing
Jefferson
Justin Jefferson. Okay, let me get. I'm going to start a spreadsheet for this. All right, here we go. We're going to do Kramer team, Rocky's team. Before this happens, if we're still in the air when this happens in real life, we should do
when we're still.
Yeah, when we're still in the air, we should do a live, like full like Olympics redraft with viewers and everything. Where we do like a 10-team roundtable fantasy football Olympic football draft Veach season edition and do a league with selected viewers. We'll run a raffle or something to like.
I'm assuming there's going to be a PPR league that's going to be put together. So I mean,
we'll spoiler alert. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. And so, all right. So right now, you got the first pick in the draft. You take Justin Jefferson.
Yep, I feel great about that pick.
All right, I'm gonna take Travis Hunter. Okay, so we're picking 12 players, mixture of offense and defense. You got to be able to throw the ball if you want to throw the ball. So yeah, somebody can do that. It's
All right, pick. My pick. Let's go with how old's he going? Patrick Surtain, PS2.
All right,
he's good. He'd be a fun little guy on the flag football.
That's 100% true. All right, I'm gonna take Lamar Jackson.
Oh, whoa, okay. All right, so he's not taking Patrick Mahomes. Interesting. Rocky throwing a curveball out there. Wow. I'm shocked. I truly am shocked. All right, I'm taking Jamar Chase.
You're taking Jamar Chase?
Yep.
Okay. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes. Boom.
Okay. That's cool with me.
I got both of my quarterbacks. I can run a wildcat. I can throw the ball to the left and have Jackson throw it to somebody else. I can run the ball with Jackson. And I made sure that the only person who could possibly be a little bit better than Patrick Mahomes at quarterback is not on your team.
All right, then I'll take the Patrick Mahomes killer, Cooper DeJean.
All right, take Cooper DeJean. All right, you take Cooper DeJean. I'm going to take. Do I want to take Tyreek Hill? Is he too old?
I think he'd be too old by then. He'd be aged out.
I don't know.
He might be.
Might be. Might not be. I'm gonna take Micah Parsons.
There's no pass rush in the league.
I just like him as an athlete. I like his competitive nature.
Interesting. I will take with my pick. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay, I see that.
Uh-huh.
All right, I will take with my pick. I'm gonna take. Do I want CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens? CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens? I'm gonna go CeeDee Lamb. I'll take CeeDee Lamb.
All right, I gotta take Captain America because he can literally do everything. Brock Bowers.
All right. I am going to.
Oh, I got another one. This is fun. I think I'm gonna have a stud team. Who are you taking?
I have a funny one that I should probably. Let me think about it. How long? How? What's the count? What's the clock on the rounds here that I have to go by here? Am I?
I think you got about 15. Yeah, I think you got about 15 seconds. What pick are we at right now?
I have about 15 seconds. We are at pick 7 for me, so we have 5 more people after this.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm going to take Tatoria McMillan.
Oh, okay, nice. That's a good one. Nice. Kyle Hamilton.
That's not bad.
I'm getting these tall, lengthy dudes that can catch.
I know. I need to get more in the secondary here on my side of
not much left, buddy.
Oh, there is. I'm gonna take Christian Gonzalez.
All right. I'm gonna finally take my quarterback, Daryl Doucette, Team USA.
You're literally taking Daryl Doucette. Like, not a chance. Daryl Doucette is.
He has a fighting chance to make that team and to make sure he makes a statement. I'm making sure I get this guy. He knows the rules by to a T. That's all he plays. And
you're taking You're taking an amateur over professional players.
Oh, I'm taking at least one amateur over a professional player, and it's gonna be this guy.
You just sink your entire team. You don't have a quarterback.
Oh, then it's still young.
You don't have a single quarterback on your entire team.
Not yet. Not yet.
You have nothing. Your team is garbage. You just need to accept the fact that your team is garbage. All right. I'm going to take it's my pick for pick number 8 or 9. I'm going to take Devon A-Chain.
Nice.
All right. Your pick.
I'll do Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay. Okay, take Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going to take, let me think here. Who do I want to take? Should I just take Cam Ward also? Just like a team of like athletic freak athlete quarterbacks that just just go down that route. No, I'm gonna get who I think will be the best wide receiver in the league by then, and I'm gonna take Rashee Rice.
I'm actually gonna have my this is either starting quarterback or the backup one, Jaden Daniels.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. Let me think here. Who do I want to take? I'm looking at the available player pool. Here, I need secondary players at this point. Pretty bad. Let's think about it here. Who do I want to take? Let's look here. See who's out there currently that's still available. He took Cooper DeJean. Got to look at age. Age mixed with.
Yeah, age is huge.
Yeah, age is the big one here. You know, I could. No, I don't want to do that. Right? I don't want to go Jaden Hicks, do I? Is he going to be that guy by that point? Could be. He could be that guy by that point. I'm surprised you didn't take Jack Jones. You don't like Jack Jones, your own guy?
I mean, he has one of the greatest interceptions in Raiders history, but
all right. Oh, do I want to take Kirby Joseph? 9 interceptions last year.
Not bad. It's not bad.
9
what pick are we at?
Last year. We're at pick 10. We're at pick 10. Man, I really, really am torn on this one. All right. I'm gonna look at one more thing, and then I will tell you my pick. I'm looking at one thing really quick.
I will guarantee you're cooking something up over there. You're
no, I'm not.
Mischievous, or however you pronounce it.
I am trying to figure out the best way forward.
Oh, why is this guy still on the board? Oh boy, I'm taking this guy once he gets around.
What, a defensive guy?
No, well, I mean, I do have one lined up already. I'm not gonna tell you my secrets. My team's so good. My team's so stacked, Rocky.
The team is so stacked. That's your final answer.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna.
All right, I'm gonna take the guy across from Certain the second. I'm gonna take Jahdae Barron.
That's a good one. That's you're going real rookie. I like that. I like it.
We're talking. Hey, he's gonna be a 4th-year player by the time this happens.
That's true. That's true. Oh, give me Puka Nacua.
All right. That's your final pick, Puka Nacua?
Yep, final pick.
All right, and my final pick. Let's see how many defensive players I have. 1, 2, 3, 4 with Travis Hunter.
Wait, is that officially confirmed and locked in that pick?
What,
Yeah, no,
pick
I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
All right, with my final pick.
Because I think Genty would be too. His weight would slow him down because of how meaty his thighs are.
Yeah. All right, let me look here real
That
quick.
dude does not skip leg day.
I know. I was thinking about Genty. I was thinking about Amari and Hampton as well. I ended up going A-Chain because of his speed.
That's why I went Gibbs.
I almost went Gibbs. I was going to go Gibbs. I wanted to go Gibbs and A-Chain as my as the 2 running backs that I had on the team. But you went Gibbs after I went A-Chain. So maybe I should have flipped it and gone the other way around. Who knows? It's a game of inches. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so you never know. I am going to go with my final pick. Oh man. Do I want to go Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Harrison Jr. has better hands. More explosiveness is probably Neighbors.
You know, how about we do this? All right. I'm going to go Marvin Harrison Jr. No, I'm going to go Malik Neighbors. I'm going Malik Neighbors.
Not a bad. He was on my short list before I said Nakua.
Going into last year.
I like my team a lot.
Now let's do this. Let's draft 3 alternates. You always need injury alternates or people who opt out after they're drafted, right? So let's do 3 injury. I'm having too much fun doing this. Let's do injury alternates, Kramer.
All right. Do you want me to start off the alternate?
Yeah, it's your pick.
Lad McConkey. That's alternate number 1.
Oh wow, Lad McConkey. I should have seen that coming. All right.
That dude's fun. He's a spark plug.
All right, I'm gonna go with Marvin Harrison Jr. as my first alternate.
Second alternate, Sauce Gardner.
Oh yeah, that's where I should have gone, probably, huh?
Probably should have. He was my wild card, baby. Wild card, bitches.
Yeah, shit. That's where I was trying to think of. Oh man. All right.
Ooh, I got another one. I got another one. My third alternate. Hey, you might be too old, actually.
All right, then I'm gonna go. We're going like non-thighs related, right? Like guys who. Should I go Nate Wiggins?
That's why I was like, I would love to have Ashton Genty, but it's like I feel like he's too girthy for this.
But Nate Wiggins is fast as shit.
He is fast.
It's Nate Wiggins, Quinyon Mitchell. Quinyon Mitchell would be a fun. That would be to match to match up with him. There's Devin Witherspoon. Oh, man. There's some guys. There's some guys out there that Zay Flowers might be fun.
I got one. I have one.
Do you have one?
You're gonna be like, why didn't I pick him? Like he's like the favorite of everything.
The favorite of everything, and why didn't? Well, I'm gonna pick. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick Trent McDuffie.
That was on my short list.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Trent McDuffie, and he's probably gonna end up making my squad instead of my alternates.
And my other alternate is Xavier Worthy.
Oh yeah, Xavier Worthy's a good one. And my other alternate is going to be. I really want to say Arch Manning.
Hey, would it be ready by then? I mean, are you willing to roll with 3 quarterbacks? He'd be like the.
He'd be like his seconds. He'd be like 3.
He's like Christian Leitner on the Dream Team.
Yeah, but because he's gonna be drafted next year, and it's gonna 2028 Olympics.
True, it's true. It's a good point.
He's gonna be a couple.
If I'm the Raiders, I wouldn't allow that to happen, but that's just me.
I'm like, man, that's not a bad little pick there.
You didn't hear what I said.
Yeah, if you're the Raiders, you're not gonna let that happen. Yeah. I think I need another defensive player who can cover out on the perimeter, who's athletic. Man, do I want to go Malachi Starks? That'd be fun.
Ooh, I
Malachi Starks.
got two suggestions.
All right, what do you got?
Marshawn Lattimore,
I hear that.
Antonio Winfield.
I hear that as well.
I'm just throwing some names out there. Those are guys who are going to be probably still studs by the time that
I hear you say both of those things.
You heard?
And I'm going to go Quinyon Mitchell.
Okay. Getting the youth.
I'm going to go Quinyon Mitchell. They're not going to be that young by the this
You're
comes
right.
around.
You're right. That's 4 years from now. It's still. I've played Madden when they're still in there.
All right. So let's go through our teams. You ready?
Yep. Let's hear it. Let's hear your
team A.
team.
Kramer team A.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson, Patrick Surtain, Jamar Chase, Cooper DeJean, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brock Bowers, Kyle Hamilton, Daryl Doucette, Jameer Gibbs, Jaden Daniels, Puka Nacua, Lad McConkey as an alternate. Sauce Gardner is your alternate, and Xavier Worthy are your alternates.
Yeah, it sounds great.
My team. Travis Hunter, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Ted McMillan, Christian Gonzalez, Devon Achane, Rashee Rice, Jahdae Barron, Malik Neighbors, Marvin Harrison Jr., Trent McDuffie, and Quinyon Mitchell as my alternates.
Well, you got a lot. You have a lot of potential.
That's a lot of talent.
That's a lot of talent.
Team.
You're probably the most expensive talent.
Oh yeah, I got Patrick Mahomes. Jesus, I got star power on my team.
It's true.
Micah Parsons. Real talk. I know Micah Parsons is a linebacker and a pass rusher in flag football. The only reason why he's on my team is because have you ever heard that guy talk about being competitive and playing?
Oh, he's the heartbeat.
He's a freaking monster. So I figure if I get him and Patrick Mahomes in the same locker room, that like they'll just will my team to success.
I like that.
All right. Well, you guys heard this here. We'll post a poll with the players on social media, and you guys will have to vote and let us know whose team you think is better. Leave a comment and let us know your own personal teams, who you would pick for your team, because then we can read them here on the air, and then you could talk shit about how you picked a better team than we would ever pick. So who would be your top 12?
Yeah, please.
As well. Moving on, I thought it would also be fun, because we got all the time in the world. I'm in no rush to stop talking flag football. Kramer Sansone, are you?
Sure.
Okay, so let's take a moment. let's pick a Chiefs. Let's do it. Only Chiefs.
Let's do that.
All time Chiefs flag football team. So the only requirement is that they played for the Chiefs at some point. Okay. All right. What we'll do is let's go back. We'll go back and forth and we'll make a pick. Okay. Do you want to take the first pick again since you won the coin flip?
You know what? No, I'll defer this time.
Okay. And so we're talking about this in this instance. We're talking about players they'd be in, assuming they'd be in their prime.
Yeah.
During 2028, right? So we can play any player in the history of the Chiefs, assuming they'd be in their prime.
Correct. Yes.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to take Tyreek Hill as the first player. All right. I think that's kind of a given.
Probably smart. I think you should also put Jamal Charles on this as well.
I think we should also put Jamal Charles.
I thought you were to go him first, but hey, one A, one B. Either one's great.
I'm also on this list. I think I'm probably going to go Dante Hall.
Yeah, X Factor has to be on there.
Mm-hmm. Especially because elusiveness, human joystick, right? Like
exactly. Yeah.
Such a big deal about.
Eric Berry.
Yep, I can see. Yep, Eric Berry, definitely on here. I think I kind of want to put Joe Delaney because he was super evasive runner in the short time that he played football. He was really agile and he was super evasive runner. Kind of want to put Marcus Allen, even though Marcus Allen wasn't in prime with the Chiefs. But
I thought about Marcus Allen. I did.
Is that cheating?
No, I mean, he played. You said if he's played for the Chiefs, therefore.
All right, I'm gonna go Marcus Allen. All right, So that's 6. We have 6 more picks to go.
I think we should put Dwayne Bowe on this list.
Really?
This dude can catch it. You literally can throw it down the field. First, we need a person who can throw it to him. He'll catch anything.
Yeah, I'm going to put Patrick Mahomes on this list too.
Yeah, let's get him. Let's get Pat on there.
Let's get Patrick on there real quick. All right, Patrick Mahomes.
You're telling me it was not going to be Matt Castle throwing him the ball this time?
No, or Trent Green.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Montana in his prime.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I'll still take Pat in his prime.
I'd still take Pat in his prime as well. But, man, Montana would be a close.
Yeah. Or Lenny the Cool. I might take Lenny the Cool.
Nothing against Lenny. RIP. But I don't know. I personally wouldn't. I'd still take Patrick Mahomes over any of them. Just me. I gotta look at names, man.
I got a name in mind for my. I mean, you go Andre Rison, Derek Alexander, Tamarick Vanover. He couldn't catch the ball, but he was a good return man.
I'm a Worthy. Xavier Worthy.
There we go. Xavier Worthy.
For flag football, dude, him and Tyreek Hill line up next to each other on the opposite side.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a defensive player because we need some defensive guys on the side of them.
Yeah, you're right. We don't have any defensive boys.
I'm gonna go with Dale Carter.
Okay.
Cornerback back in the day was elite until he got caught up with drugs, but was an elite player in his time. You know who we should go next is another defensive player who played in the secondary.
Who?
Marcus Peters.
As an all-time Chief, though.
Playing flag football.
That's true. I mean, go for it. Go for it.
I mean, it's your pick. It's your pick.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Marcus Peters.
All right, Marcus Peters.
No, I'm down. I'm down with that. That's good. That's a good one.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go with Let me think here. I kind of want to go with Carlos Carson. He was an awesome player, an awesome wide receiver for the Chiefs back in the day. Willie Lanier is another guy. Tony Gonzalez, Travis Kelce.
Would it be ridiculous to want to put Frank Clark on this list?
Yes.
That would be ridiculous. How?
It'd have to be ridiculous.
He's lengthy. He is quick. He's agile. In his prime, if I'm going to get playoff, if it has to be playoff Frank the entire time, though.
Yeah, it would have to be playoff Frank the entire time. I think. Let me think here.
Because he's a big body.
I'm going to go.
It's not like we're playing on an actual an NFL-sized football field.
There's a player I'm thinking of, and it's on the tip of my tongue. He's the all-time leader, Chiefs interceptions. He's an older player. It's not Emmett Thomas, but Emmett Thomas would probably be the guy to go with. He had 58 career interceptions for the Chiefs.
Yeah, it seems like he's a stud.
He is a stud.
That's what I'm saying.
Emmett Thomas, oh my God, he was a super stud. Let me see here. What am I looking here? Where
are we at on numbers?
Not Albert Lewis. We're at number 12. This is it. This is the final guy. All right, Otis Taylor is a nice pick. I'm gonna go with Emmett Thomas. I'm going Emmett Thomas. I'm giving the man his due. We need a guy who's gonna get some
He's gonna eat
turnovers. All right. now our three alternates.
Travis.
All right, give me an alternate. Travis Kelce. Okay, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead and say. Ooh, I'm gonna go with Johnny Robinson. Yeah, old school player, played for the Dallas Texans and the AFL Chiefs.
Nice. You're throwing it all the way back.
The guy was a freaking stud. Yeah. He had 57 interceptions for the Chiefs. Born in 1938 in Delhi, Louisiana. 86-year-old Johnny Robinson. All right. It's love for all the old heads out there. Johnny Robinson is an alternate. All right, final alternate. Give us something for the young kids. Say a Dexter McCluster and make everybody mad.
Tyler Thigpen, baby. Let's get him a ring.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Thick bone it is. Tyler Thigpen. We just lost all credibility in this entire activity. All right. So for all you Chiefs fans out there, our all-time Chiefs team is Tyreek Hill, Jamal Charles, Dante Hall, Eric Berry, Marcus Allen, Dwayne Bowe, Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, Dale Carter, Marcus Peters, Emmett Thomas, with Travis Kelce, Johnny Robinson, and Tyler Thigpen being our alternates for our flag football team. All right, last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here, Kramer, is okay. We talked a little bit about fantasy flag football earlier in the podcast, and it's interesting because the rules would have to be different than a normal fantasy football league. And you know that there's enough of us sickos out there that fantasy flag football, Olympic flag, fantasy flag football is going to be a thing. Right. Yeah. And so I think like what would some of the rules be? That'd be like, it would have to be a PPR league. I feel
you'd have to adopt that. You'd have to make things a lot easier and safe.
Yeah. For rushing touchdowns weighted heavier since you can't rush within 5 yards. So if a guy gets a rushing touchdown, it's gonna be a bigger play and a breakaway.
Yeah, that would make sense. So you might need a quarterback that can run for that,
like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, or Darrell Dorsett, Darnell Dorsett.
You don't even know his name. You don't even know your own players' names.
Darnell.
Daryl. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl. I think that they would probably have to adopt something like a point per flag pulled, right?
Yeah, you would.
A point per tackle.
Because how many flags do you have? Like, is it 3?
Two. Yeah.
So if you can get both on both sides.
2-point tackle. One is a 1-point tackle.
Yeah.
I think. Interceptions would be points. I would say a couple points for an interception.
Definitely.
A pick 6 would be 2 points plus the touchdown, I would say. Forced fumble, kind of the same thing. I think that there should be for flag football specific, since there's only one first down and that's at midfield. And if they don't get to midfield, it's a turnover on downs. I think there should be points awarded if you stop a team before midfield as well.
I'd agree.
Like a stop prior to midfield, or it's like 2 points every time you stop a team.
Yeah, I'd say about 3.
Yeah, 3 points. That's fine, especially since there's no kicking, right? And then you wait.
Man, that sucks. There's no kicking in flag football. That's dumb.
Yeah, stupid. Do they throw the ball off for returns?
Maybe.
I don't know. Or they just start at like the 10-yard line or something.
Rocky, I have no idea. You're asking the wrong person on that question.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, in the comments section, let us know how little we know and what the actual rules are. Hey, if you know Darnell Doucette or Daryl Doucette or Devin Doucette or whatever, his last name might not even be Doucette for all we know. And
Daryl. It's Daryl.
Daryl Doucette. Ask him to.
Hey, Daryl.
Tell him he can come on the show and state his case of why he thinks he could beat out Patrick Mahomes as Team USA.
I drafted him for a reason. I think he could. It's flag football. He's been doing this he lives, eat, breathes this.
He does it because he can't play regular.
He's undersized.
Because he can't play.
Now they're on his playing ground. There's always some gym class heroes that decided to not foresee themselves
You're
going
like one of those
professional.
people that thought the guys on the And One mixtape could play in the NBA.
Didn't one of them play in it? Wasn't Jason Williams in the NBA?
Yeah, maybe he made like the D League or something. I don't
Jason
know.
Williams was
Yeah,
Jason Williams was a stud when he was in the NBA.
Yeah, but I'm saying he wasn't on the N1 mixtape, was he?
No, but he seems like he should have been.
Yeah, see, but he wasn't, right? Like, I'm talking about like the professor. Like, the professor wasn't ever in the NBA.
True.
Back in the day. And so, all right, last thing is, if you did do this, right, we had this league and you take last place in this fantasy football league, what would the punishment be? Like an Olympic specific punishment for this fantasy football league?
I like eating. And when it comes to maybe the 24-hour Waffle House challenge or IHOP, I'm down with that one.
Pancakes for a reason.
It's true. And if it's 24 pancakes in 24 hours, one pancake eliminates 1 hour.
Ooh,
but you have to be there for 24 hours. If you don't finish.
One pancake eliminates 1 hour. I could eat 24 pancakes easy.
You'd be shocked, bro.
I could do it. I could at least eat 12. I could at least eat 12 pancakes and get out of there in 12 hours.
Well, no, you have to. No. You have to stay there for the entire 24 hours if you don't even complete the rest.
But I thought you said if
right.
If you,
no. Wait, you're right.
One
I'm adding more stipulations.
Eliminates an hour. So if I eat 12 pancakes, I only have to be there for 12 hours.
Yeah,
I could do that easy.
Yeah, but
if I'm there for the time span for 3 full meals. Dude, I'm eating 10 pancakes a meal.
Dude, you'll be passed out after you eat your 8th.
These
are some big pancakes we're talking about here. It's not like we're doing this tiny little. Like
the only stipulation that I would need is that I would need them to be dairy-free pancakes. Otherwise, I'd be blowing my asshole out the back.
Can you imagine? Oh, that would be the worst. What would you drink it down with?
Water, or iced tea, or coffee.
What is going on outside? It's like choppers getting lower.
Are you under attack, Kramer?
Dude, what the?
Kramer's about to get black-hatted. We finally are getting canceled. The U.S. government.
What the hell was that?
Kramer Sansone's house as we speak.
There was like three choppers literally just came. This strolling.
Guys are gonna be swinging in the windows like in full tactical gear.
Dude, that's gnarly, man.
I just blindsided you.
Did you not hear? Could you hear it? Did you hear the chopper?
No, I couldn't hear it. No.
Dude, that's loud. Holy cow!
Oh my god. The one other interesting thing I'm interested in seeing with this flag football in the Olympics is what players who have like cousins or aunts from another country that are like suddenly going to be playing for
what
those
percentage?
Countries. Yeah, like basically like guys who have like an aunt who was born in France and suddenly they're playing for Team France, right? Like just guys like Nico Remigio, who one of his parents was born in the Philippines that could play for Team Philippines. I think Saquon Barkley is actually part Filipino as well. There's some really talented football players in the NFL. I think Ted McMillan also maybe are Filipino.
Probably some good squads.
As well as Roma Dunze. I think there might be some in there. I looked it up at one point, and there were some names on there who had some very, very talented football players who are part Filipino.
You think Louis Rees-Zammit's going to be playing?
I mean, I would. He's from Wales.
Yeah.
I would say if Wales has a squad, yeah, he'd be playing on it. But like that's the thing is I'd be really interested to see like people who have like different backgrounds ancestrally who go to play for different countries and how that all pans out, right?
Yeah.
I would like to see Tamba Hali
coach
like Team Libya or Liberia, I mean. And that would be awesome. I would like to see all that happen. I would like to see like a John Candy and Cool Running situation where you have like a disgraced head coach coaching like the Jamaican flag football team, right? Like you have somebody like I don't know who would be the John Candy equivalent of a disgraced head, like Bill Belichick coaching like Team Jamaica, or it'd have to be worse than that. Like Urban
Meyer.
Yeah, Urban Meyer coaching. If Urban Meyer coaching Team Jamaica, led by Usain Bolt at quarterback. Yeah, like something like that going on.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be effing amazing. But yeah, hey, happy Memorial Day, everybody. It's been a great. This has been our flag football extravaganza. We love you guys. Be good to each other. Hopefully we'll be back next week with another episode. Otherwise, if not, it's been nice knowing you guys. Happy Kramer, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.
See ya.